Hey everyone, welcome back to Simply Blessed Crafts. I'm Tiffany. Oh my gosh, my lighting is horrible. This is Biscuit. You gonna say hi, Bisky? You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? Are you gonna say hi to everybody? There, you said hi. Yeah. Alright guys, sorry my lighting is so bad. We do have a playlist. So if you can go and make sure you check out the playlist and subscribe and all that. I will describe the playlist more in more detail here in the video. So thank you. Hope you enjoy. Let's get into these crafts. Hey everyone. So this is a collab that's hosted by Rustic and Lace DIYs and Amanda over at 6 Kids and a Glue Gun, and we're doing summer fruits this time. I chose oranges just to be different, so we're gonna get right into it. DIY number 1. So I started off with this birdhouse here. I'm gonna be painting it with these 2 colors. I do cut most of this out because, you know, you guys have already experienced people painting. So I painted it mostly orange, and then I'm taking this antique white, and I'm just kind of making lines down to try to make it into the creases that the orange has into the slices of the orange. I'm trying to figure out the proper way to say it, but basically making the slices. I only do this on the top and the front of it, as you already saw that I already did the front of it. And then I kind of just make little dots. They're kind of either shadows in the orange or the seeds, however you want to look at it. Just give it a little bit more detail. I kind of was just going to town and I didn't realize that I forgot to push record for the front part of it, but wasn't that big of a deal. I showed you how to do the top. It's pretty much the same way for the bottom of it, but so I grabbed these 2 little tiny candlestick holders and I glued them together. These came from Hobby Lobby in a package, and then I glued the top one here to my little birdhouse. And then off camera, I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do. Oh, never mind, I'm skipping ahead here. I grabbed a piece of pick that I had. It's just a leaf, and I cut it down and I glued that to the top of it so it looked like an orange leaf that I had. And then I'm gonna make I kind of got off a frame here, but I'm just gonna make a finger bow here. And I'm not the best at these, you guys. I am horrible at explaining it, and I'm horrible at trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing. I honestly don't even think I did it right, so I'm still learning. It worked out. It turned out better than what I have had done in the past, so we're gonna call that a win-win. So go check out Rustic and Lace's. Go check out her anyway. She's an awesome, she's one of the hosts, so definitely go check her out anyway. But she does amazing description on how to do finger bows, and she does a lot better finger bows, so definitely go check her out. But yeah, anyway, off camera I glued that little wood round down to the very bottom of it. I wanted something a little bit more substantial. And then I grabbed some of these little eucalyptus. I think these came from Dollar Tree a while back. Don't quote me on that. Oh yeah, they came from Dollar Tree. I can see the label. They're very plasticky. They're not... Anyway, I'm just picking them off from the stem, and I'm just gluing them to the little wood round. Kind of making them look like they're standing up and growing up from the wood round, just to give it a little bit more detail. And here I'm just grabbing my buttons. I'm going to find a little orange button. I'm going to glue it right down to that little top there. And I forgot to add pictures, you guys, so sorry, just rolling with the punches here. I do have everything on the final reveal, so definitely go check that out. This one, guys, I am hoping this looks the way I want it to look. I was very skeptical. My husband says they look fine, but I do have this orange and black polka dotted fabric in my stash. I got this from Walmart, I believe. It was just one of their little quarter things that they had. I started off with a triangle, and then I cut out a little circle, and we're gonna make a couple of little oranges. Now everything that I'm doing here you can set on just a regular stand or anything, or you can do all of these on a tier tray. I wasn't planning on doing these for a tier tray, but you definitely could. I did a tier tray last year for summertime. It was all watermelon, so that's one of the reasons why I didn't choose watermelon this time. I didn't really go into too much for oranges. Oranges is a pain, I'll tell you. I was trying to come up with some ideas. I was thinking about doing some I'm just gluing around just to make it, yeah. Anyway, I was thinking about doing some coasters, because I did those last year with some watermelon, but I decided not to do that. I was thinking about doing a gnome, but I don't want people to get burnt out on gnomes, and I mean, I'm doing a lot of those lately, and so I was struggling to come up with stuff, you guys. And I didn't want to do a whole lot of painting and everything to bore people, so. But anyway, I just glued all the way around. You guys can also sew if you're big into sewing, but I am not, so, and I don't have a sewing machine. So I'm just grabbing some polyfill now after I turned them right side out, and I'm just stuffing them to my preference. And then I'm going to glue these ends in. I ran out of glue stick. I think that's what was taking me so long. I could have cut that out, but... And watch your fingers doing this, you guys. I burnt my fingers so many dang times doing this project. I was in a hurry. I was trying to get this done. This was my last project that I did, and I was just... I don't know. I was just in one of those funks. Like, I just didn't know... I didn't know if I liked it. I didn't know if it was going to turn out. At this particular moment, I just didn't know if I was feeling it. My husband said they turned out cute. I don't know what you guys gotta tell me what you think of these. The little triangle kind of looks like some kind of like pie. I don't know, just weird. I grabbed one of these cloths from the Dollar Tree. They're for wiping your car. and I just cut like the little edge part, and I actually use most of the edge parts off of the cloth to do most of this, just because it was a substantial edge. And I'm just gluing that right down to the end there, to make it look like the edge of the rind, I guess. It's not even the rind really, but you know, the white part of the orange. And then I cut a little white part for in the middle of the orange, because most of the oranges do that when you cut them. And then we're just making the white lines for in between the slices. And this is kind of where I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna look horrible. This ain't gonna turn out. This is gonna be a hot mess, and this is gonna be one of the worst projects. But it doesn't look that bad. It actually does turn out kind of cute. But I just end up gluing all the way around, and like I said, I do cut it's actually the whole edge of the towel around that thing. And then I cut this out. I did show you that, but I end up going all the way around the edges of each of them, like the little square and the the round one. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm losing my words. As you can see, right now I'm just cutting off little tiny like sprigs of the blanket thing to put little seeds, or like I said, little embellishments to make a little bit more detail. And you guys are gonna have to let me know down below what you guys think. Do they look like oranges? DIY number 3. I take one of these little shadow boxes that you get from Dollar Tree, and some scrapbook paper that I've gotten from Hobby Lobby in one of their books that I have purchased. I just punch it out, and then I'm using my glue stick, and I'm just gonna glue that right down. Cut off the excess. And I do go in with my emery board to sand off the excess scrapbook paper. After that is done, I glue it on down back through to the frame. Then I grabbed one of these. These are supposed to be for little plants to set on. I've had these in my stash for a while. The other side had a sticker on it. I kind of just left that alone. I used this cork side because it had more detail. It's going to look more like an orange to me, I thought, because of the detail. So I decided I was going to paint this orange. This is actual just color orange, by the way. And so now we're going to use our antique white again. And we're just going to go around the edge just to make that rind line again, like I said. And then we're going to make that little spot in the middle, and we're just going to draw our little spots for our slices. This one actually turned out really cool looking. It actually does get a little out of frame, but I ended up turning it so you kind of see it. I actually think this one turned out better than any of the other ones do. Sorry I get out of frame. I have this zoomed in quite a bit so you guys can see what I'm doing, and then I get out of frame. So it didn't really help me none, and then I realized that I'm out of frame, so then I kind of turn it back in there. But you kind of get the gist of it. You just go around and around and around. So that's my little orange. I'm just going to put it right there in that bottle box, and then I glue it down. Once I get my glue gun set up here. I should have cut this out too. What's taking me so long? There we go. Maybe I had to put a glue stick in there. I don't know. And then I grabbed this little bow. It has a little tack in it. I actually took that off of a different project a while back. I'm just basically just sticking it right down to that little board. I thought about trying to paint this because it kind of looked like it could have been a look like a little orange, but I didn't like it, so I wiped it off before it dried. I found this word fresh out of a magazine, and I just cut it out. And stuck that right down there. And that's all it is for that one, guys. DIY number 4. So, for this one, I grabbed one of the big wood rounds from Dollar Tree and a Dollar Tree lemon napkin, and I'm just peeling that top layer off, and we're just going to Mod Podge this napkin on to this wood board. I do it in stages. I start at the bottom first, and then you go in with a very light coat, you guys. Don't go heavy-handed with it. If you go in heavy-handed, you have a risk of putting too much on there and it gets soupy, and then your napkin gets soupy, and then you have more wrinkles, and it's a lot easier for it to tear. Just so you guys are aware. With this project, though, the wrinkles don't seem to matter because oranges have a texture. I mean, they're not smooth. I mean, you know, oranges have a texture, so the wrinkles and stuff were fine. But I did want it smoother than that. So I did take off a little piece of plastic. I do not have saran wrap, but a little piece of plastic does help. It does rub out some of those wrinkles. The saran wrap method does work if you guys are not thinking that it does. It does work. But this isn't real saran wrap, but it does rub out some of those bigger wrinkles. But like I said, I was okay with some of them. So we were going with it. Once it was dry, I went over it with my sandpaper to get off the excess. I did go over it with a second layer of Mod Podge just to make sure it was all stuck down. And then I dried that as well. And because we are not doing lemons, we are actually doing oranges, we are going to paint this lemon to make it look like an orange. I did leave the white, so I basically took a very fine paintbrush and I am just going over all of the yellow and going around all those white details to leave the yellow, or to leave the white, as you can kind of see there. I will not show you all of this, I promise, because once you see what I am doing, it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just finely going around all of it. And I will go in with a bigger paintbrush to paint all of the bigger areas, because otherwise it's going to take forever. And this is what it turns out like. And once that is dry, I go in with another layer of Mod Podge, just so our paint does not have any reason to smear or come up or anything like that. And then I'm going to take my Posca paint pen in black and I'm writing Squeeze the Day. My handwriting does get a little crooked, but it's not bad. And our final reveal, you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this. Definitely make sure you go check out the playlist, you guys, and see all the wonderful projects that they all have down there for you. Go check out them. Make sure you subscribe. Give them a bunch of love. Go check out Amanda over at 6 Kids and a Glue Gun, and Rustic and Lace DIY. They're all great people. Wonderful bunch of people to get to know, so definitely go check all of them out, and can't wait to see you guys all in the next one. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely tell me which ones were your favorite. Tell me which one you guys would like to create. I would probably have to say mine was probably the birdhouse. And I might have to say I might be a little partial to those pillows. I don't know. They're kind of starting to come around on me. But you'll have to let me know. Thanks, guys. Bye.